Right. Hello, everybody. This is Ashim Kumar. This is the third in my series of interviews with SBL students. Really excited about this. We have some fantastically performing guys and girl in the last sitting, and I thought it'd be useful to, in particular, SBL students, but also to other students at strategic professional level, so that they can kind of share or gain perhaps some value from your colleagues who have sat and passed the SBL examination, and others, of course, and it adds some guidance perhaps that you can incorporate into your own study plans. So I'll be doing less talking than I'm used to, which you'll be pleased to hear. And I will hand over to my student Long Chu, who I'm delighted to say has joined us today. He passed SBL at the last sitting, which was September 2020. So first of all, welcome Long, and thank you for taking the time to join us today.
Yes, thank you, sir. It's my pleasure to be here today.
Okay, wonderful to see you. I know you've been very busy. You've got a very time-intensive job, and certainly this is the busy season for you. Is that right?
Yeah. Yes, because I'm an auditor, so it's so busy in this season.
Well, I'm sure there are a lot of auditors listening to this who completely sympathize and empathize with that. So an extra special thank you. So, oh, by the way, let me apologize to everybody about the quality of the lighting and so on. I'm not in my usual recording area. I'm actually away from home, and so as a result of that, the lighting isn't perfect, but I hope that it is sufficient for our purposes. So Long, I'd like to start with my standard question. Can you tell us a little bit about your ACCA journey, how you found it, how you've coped, and so on? So over to you.
Yes. Okay, so let's start my story. My name is Long, and I'm currently working as an assurance associate at PwC Việt Nam. Yeah, and I have just graduated from the university, and as I remember, I have started my ACCA journey about 2 years ago when I was a third year university student.
Okay, and, so you started. Sorry to interrupt you. So you started studying your ACCA while you were in the third year of university. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, and which course were you doing at university?
My university, I studying auditing is my university.
Auditing university, yeah? Auditing at university.
This is the name of the university.
No, your degree course was called what?
Yes, it's called auditing.
Auditing, okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, please continue.
So as a result, I has been accepted from fourth paper from F1 to F4. Yes, and I have started the exam from F5 to the B level.
Okay, so you're exempt the first 4 papers. You started actually studying and passing from F5 onwards, and you were studying these papers at university in parallel to your university studies. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So which papers did you complete while you were still at university?
I think I had completed all of the paper when I was a university student, because I have just graduated from this September.
Okay, so applied skills. You completed applied skills.
Yes, applies skills and also professional level.
So
Both of the
wonderful.
ACCA exam.
Wonderful. Okay.
Thank you.
So basically you did your last year at university and all the papers from F5 all the way through to strategic professional.
Yeah.
While you're at university.
I think that when I was an university student, I had honestly I don't have so good result at the 2 first years of universities, and when I realized that I had to focus more on studying, and at that time I decided to study ACCA, and every semester at university I try to do one or more ACCA exam, and luckily I have passed all of them at the first attempt, and as a result, until now I have a complete ACCA.
Wonderful. Well, congratulations.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's really impressive. So you're sitting your university examinations and your ACCA examinations, and you passed all your ACCA papers first attempt, and
Yes,
you're
at the first attempt.
now an affiliate. Is that right?
Yes, and affiliate from now.
Wow. So your strategic professional papers, which ones did you take, and in which sequence did you sit them?
Okay, so there's two mandatory paper. This is SBL and SBR, and there are two other one is APM about performance management, and AAA advanced auditing and assurance.
Okay, so those are the four you sat. Which order did you sit them in? Which one did you do first and second? And
I think I have complete SBR and AAA at the June exam, and the SBL and APM at the last September.
wow. Okay, so you sat two strategic professional papers in one sitting. You did it in June and in September.
Yeah, this year.
Fantastic progress. So I have to ask you the next question, which is, have you always been a genius?
I am, I don't think so. I'm just a hard-looking version. I think so.
Well, that's definitely true. That's definitely true. It's, you remember what Einstein said. I think it was Einstein who said, genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration, right? So you obviously put in the perspiration part, and it worked for you.
And having started that, my success is mostly thanks for the assist of the tutor at FTMS. Yeah, because I have started my ACCA journey with FTMS Vietnam, and I have studied all of my paper at this centers.
Sorry, repeat that, please.
And
repeat that last part, please, because the connection.
Yes, I do all of just. Okay, can you hear me now?
Now.
Yeah, okay. I do all of the exam preparation at the FTMS centers, and I think my success is partly thanks for the assistant of the total here.
Well, it's wonderful to hear that. What would you say that studying with a training provider gives you, which you don't have when you study alone?
I think that's for the people have is studying ACCA when was a university student like me. One of the weakness point is I don't have a lot of working experience.
Right, work experience.
Yes, and one thing I had here a lot when I study SBL is that this is the application exam, not theory exam. So I had to apply a lot of business sense to the exam. So this when I study as a channel provider, I have the chance to work with a lot of profession in all over the world. Yeah, and I have got a chance to hear the story of them and how this case can be applied in the reality in the working environments. So I think that's I can shorten the time to studying, to the listening of their story, I think this is the biggest opportunity and biggest advantage of studying as a channel provider.
So sorry, say the last part again, please.
I think that's this is the most advantage, the biggest advantage, yes, from studying with the channel provider.
Yeah. So basically, because of your limited work experience, practical experience, they were able to guide you into the kind of real world issues that are relevant today, and obviously for your to be incorporated, or as an opportunity to incorporate them into your exam answers. Is that right?
Yes, and I think it's another reason is that I'm quite a lazy person. I prefer listening from other than read the book myself.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, do you think that SBL is the kind of exam that you could pass simply by reading the book? Do you think you could pass it just by reading the book?
I don't think so.
No. I would tend to agree with you. It is, as you say, a very practical application exam, and many students underestimate it. They think it is a theory exam, and all you have to do is learn the theory from the textbook and then repeat it in the exam and you pass. But as you just said, that isn't the case. Yeah, excellent. So I was, we worked together online for SBL last September, and we were working remotely, of course, for obvious reasons. So we had, it's obviously a very different context. Did you find anything that you liked or disliked about the remote learning?
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Honestly, I prefer classroom training. That's remote training because, but due to COVID-19, we had got a chance to meet directly. But when working online, when studying online, I think this is also it's not the best idea at all because we have set time to traveling, and I think that we also can record the lesson and to hear it again when I need. And we also, because of the SBL lesson, I think that the teacher and the student have the actively connection between them. So when it is only that you teach, you tell us it is about we also respond to you in every situation you raise to us, and I think it's also it's also work well and study online.
Yeah, I tend to agree. I think there are advantages and disadvantages to both formats. And it's like everything in life. Sometimes we have to adapt to new situations, and as we face new situations, we learn newer solutions, newer ways of working. We use a bit of imagination, and we can make it work equally well as well.
Yeah.
So that's great. So if you were to say, I know I've asked you this question in general terms, but I'm interested in what you have to say about SBL and learning that with, together at FTMS. What would you say you liked about the SBL training program, and what would you say what do you think you would like to improve about the way that we did it? Because this is important for me. I need to know how I can improve my delivery, my communication, and so I don't want you to be shy. I want you to be frank with me, and hopefully I'll be able to learn from that and help other students in the future. So what would you say you liked, and what would you say you would like to change if you could do it again?
Honestly, in general term, I think that's John. So looking at the style, teaching style now is not too much, because as a result, just student in Vietnam is in particularly got so high much for the September exam. For example, I know that one more student is Mr. Dart. She got so high mark for this exam, and so it really means this is SBL is the highest subject mark is a subject of my university, my ACCA exam, and I think I had enjoyed the SBL class too much. I can hear John sharing, and this also, as I mentioned before, this also give me the chance to work, to study about the working environment where it reality is. Okay, so about the what I don't like, I think it's not have too much thing.
Too much what? Sorry.
I don't have too much thing to this slide about this course. Yeah.
All right. I mean, one thing that struck me certainly was the kind of it's more difficult when you're doing it remotely to get the group to take part in small group exercises, and kind of engage with them while they're doing it. I know it's possible, but I found it more difficult, and I'm trying to think of a way that we can make that more effective, going forward. But generally, I would tend to agree with you. I think there are solutions that make it work effectively. So I forgot to ask you, Long, would you mind sharing your result with the audience and showing your exceptional performance? Would you mind sharing the screen?
Yeah, I think it's not so exceptional too much.
Well, it's pretty damn good. Yeah. Looks damn good to me.
Okay. Anyway, so here's my result.
Here we go.
Yeah. Can you see this?
We can see it all. There we go. Straight passes.
So this is the SBL.
And there's SBL with 69%. And you see it at strategic professional level, 2 papers in June and 2 papers in September. So that in itself is really quite an impressive feat. And I'm delighted to say that SBL was your highest mark, Long. So that makes me particularly happy.
Yeah, I'm also happy to tell you so.
That's great. Thank you so much for sharing that, Long. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so if there's one, I can't see you at the moment. I'll give the technology a chance to catch up.
It's okay now.
No, can't see you. Still can't see you. I think we're having a bit of a connection problem today. There we go. I see you now.
Okay.
So before we wind up, Long, is there something that you would like to share with students of SBL to kind of give them a better idea, or to help them, know a bit more about what to expect with SBL? And that also includes, if you want to make any general comments, like how it felt to sit 2 papers at a time at Strategic Professional, because I must tell you that's unusual. So anything that you would like to say which you feel might help students who are coming up for Strategic Professional or for SBL in particular, anything at all?
Okay, so this talk about the first thing. I think it's quite biased to say so, but to me, that's one of my story is about, I have mentioned before, I study all of the paper as a training professor. This is FTMS. So, and I think it's quite effective for people who don't have too much time to study by themselves. Because self-study is also good because you don't have too much time to talk to study about one problem. But if in case you have to do a lot of things at the same time, like me, I think a Chinese provider is good for you because you have also the profession to give you the road to go. You just have to follow that instruction and you can have the final goal, achieve the final goal. So this is the first thing. Yeah. So about the second one is, I think we also need to have a clear roadmap, clear plan, starting plan. I divide it into many weeks. So in this week we have to complete one unit 2, and this apply to the after week. Yeah.
So the discipline, the structure of attending the course.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think the last one is about the commitment. Yeah. When you decided to do something, you have to follow this until the end. And I think this help you to get the good result. Yes.
Absolutely.
And yes, there's some more little thing, but I think it's included in the one is the first ideas. Because when I study professional level, I have following strictly all of the instruction from the tutor, and I think this can help me pass exam.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Thanks for that. That's really, really useful. I think it's always good to hear from the experts, from people who know what is required. Instead of trying to find out for yourself, and maybe sometimes you get it right, sometimes you get it wrong. But this way, you're hearing it from somebody who knows, and it saves you a lot of time, and it obviously produced results. So thank you. It's wonderful. So I'm going to be sharing this on my social media, and also I'll be sharing it with FTMS. So you're going to be famous, Long. I hope you're prepared for this.
Okay.
You'll get people
This is my pleasure.
for your autograph on the street.
Since a little thing that I would want to share to you is, I have received a result from ACCA Vietnam that I have in the top 3 of the top affiliates in Vietnam and top 100 in the global.
You're in the top 3 in Vietnam.
Top 3, yeah.
Wow! Congratulations, Long. What a great way to qualify, and in the top 100 in the world.
I think this is the happy ending.
Sorry?
This is the happy ending for this jury.
A very, very happy ending, and again, many, many congratulations.
Yeah,
wow.
Thank you.
Fantastic achievement. So I will tell you what I've said to my other guys, which is, I want to know when your celebration party is, because I'm coming, okay? I'm coming to your party. All right? So
yes,
let me know.
Yes, when you come to Vietnam.
All right.
Let's just go.
Thank you so much, Long. again for taking the time. Congratulations for your fantastic achievement. And yeah, delighted for you, and every success in your career and in the future. Okay.
Thank
Take
you so
care of
much.
yourself. Thank you again.
Yeah.
Bye now.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Bye, sir. Take care.
You too.
Yeah.